Hey guys, it's Macintosh Gaming. I'm just gonna make a quick video on something that I had difficulty with recently, and that is the most recent wand for crafting. You can get it from the Fire Teacher in the Arcanum. Let's see if it'll still show it to me. Wands. It's the Revered one. You can see it has a whole lot of new reagents in it that you'll have to find, but the one I had trouble with to start off with was this ore, Aether ore, and for the longest time I was running around and couldn't really find any of it, and then after that, even if you found a little, then you had to transmute it because most of the time you only pick up the dust. So I'm going to take you into Empyrea and show you the absolute 100% easiest way to get this new reagent. You'll have to be into part 2 to have access to this on your own, but if not, you can have somebody take you here and just set a port and just come back. This is called, what is this place called? It says Nexus. So it's the Nexus. It's the one that just has 2 dungeons in it. But every single time there's a burst here and there's a burst here. Sometimes one will spawn right here. There's comet tails always, but you don't need that for the crafting. I just always pick it up. And then there's a drop here. And what I would do is I would come here, I would go to realms, and I just did woo, so I just work my way right up the list. And as you can see, I'm in the next realm. Another tail. There's another burst. That one gave 4. You get 4 quite often. You can get the dust really easily. I think the least I've ever gotten from one realm was 5. In that realm I just got 8, I think. I got 8. But the problem is, in the weapons, for the Revered one, you have to have 25 ore of it, and the ore drop is terrible. So you have to transmute it all. And it's 15 dust for 1 solid ore. So you're going to need close to, here we'll do the math real quick. 25 times 15, you'll need 375 dust, which is a lot. Hopefully whenever you pick up that many dust, you'll at least get a couple ore. I went through these realms the other day, and luckily I had some ore already just from the quest line, so I didn't even have to go all the way through every realm once. I think I went through around 25 different realms, and I got enough. I ended up with like 200 dust, and I only got 1 ore out of all that dust. I say that as I'm picking up an ore, but it is very rare. I'd say the drop rate's 5% max, because I've only ever actually picked up 3 from a drop and had to transmute the rest, or got the rest in like a boss fight. But you can see I've done 3 realms and I've already gotten all of this, which isn't too bad. I think if you come here and went all the way through the realms twice, you could get easily enough to do it. And there are 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 36 realms, and it takes about 2 minutes a realm, so you're looking at about 2 hours this way max. But any other way it'd take at least 5 hours running around. I'll show you where else it would be. It's in Inner Athenor is where you have to run around, and Outer, but that takes that takes some serious time. So once you have your thing, all of your dust, you just need a card crafting table, And see, I've already gotten enough to make one already, and I picked one up. So there's two just from 3 realms. And then I'll show you also an easy place to get another reagent, which is tough. Where was I? The flying squid ink. It's probably the hardest one out of all of the reagents for this new wand. But you can get it. It just takes some time. It's not very hard to get it. It's just the drop rate. It's not good at all. You go into Aerial Jungle, which is the first region you unlocked in Empyrea. So, as long as you're in Empyrea, you'll have access to this one. You come in, you go to the right side. I think it's Raider's Tower. Okay, so it's called Secret Tunnel, and it's right here on the map, and it actually enters into this. This is where you'll come out after you beat the dungeon, but you don't even have to beat the whole dungeon to have access to the fight. I'll just go in here and see if I can get a drop just for the video's sake. This Sigil puts you into a tower type place, and it has 3 battles. And the first 2 are elites with minion, and the last one is a boss with actually pretty decent health, over 10,000. But the first 2 are about like this: 3,000 health minion and 5,000 health elite. And some people say you need to do the whole dungeon to have a chance for the squid ink, but I've gotten drops from this very first fight from Ganon, and I think it's just as quick to just come in and fight this guy and immediately go right back out and then come back in. Let's see here. Well, I got the ore drop the first time just for video's sake, so hopefully I can get the squid ink. Basically any of these little squid dudes will drop the ink. Hopefully that's enough to kill. Oh, he had a tower and a... No. This won't kill. Oh well. Another good thing about this fight is it's not very hard at all. Unless they shield the whole time like they are right now. But their hits aren't very strong and they don't have too much health. As long as you don't have to convert, it should only take you a handful of rounds. But they love to tower, so if you don't have high pierce, you're going to have to deal with that. Hopefully he towers right as I'm about to hit him with this. This should be GG after this round unless he towers. I'd 100% rather get hit with this than a tower. And if you get a group of people to come in here, it is over very quickly, especially if you get another fire or a storm. or even a death. A death would be okay. You could just come in and blade the first round, and then the second round you could Tempest, Meteor Strike, Scarecrow, anything like that. The more people you have, the quicker this will go, and there's lots of other people wanting these drops, so I'm sure they'll be more than willing to come. Look at that. Fingers crossed for a drop. They also drop antique coins, which is essential for the previous one.
Oh, you don't have the key either, do you?
Previous one.
You came for the horn, it's in our fort.
Doesn't look like.
Only way in without
Nope.
the key is in the tunnel up
Doesn't
ahead.
look like I got it, but it does drop here, it's confirmed. I've gotten them here, and it's on Wiki that it's here. This guy's fire, so I won't fight him, but he gives the same probability of dropping it. And then the final boss gives a slightly higher chance, I think. And I've gotten it from him too. So we'll walk back out here and get resettled. So, as far as the wand goes, both of these can be found in Empyrea, I've shown you. This is a shocked key. You can only find it in a silver chest, and like this one right here, actually. And the drop rate's not great, but it's not impossible. I haven't done a ton of silver chests, and I have all the ones I need. One thing is, though, if you see one, make sure you do it, even if you don't need the key yet, because there's a lot of things coming up that require the key for crafting. So, I won't get it right now, so I won't play the video. Also, you have to have the previous wand to be able to craft this one. So if you haven't yet, I would start working on this wand, the legendary one, and it's not very hard. The only hard one on this would be the Stardust and the Antiquity, an Astral Shard, I guess, kinda. I have a lot of that though, and that's about it. Make sure you have this crafted, and then participation trophy is kind of hard to get if you don't do PvP a lot. It costs arena tickets, and that is the simplest way to get it. You can also get it if you do the daily assignments, but you only get a chance of that every 5 days, so that's a low probability, and it takes quite a while. So if you can, I would suggest you just use arena tickets to buy the participation trophy. And I'll show you where you can get that one from. And you need 5 of them. I believe they're 800 a piece. So you're looking at quite a bit of money there. You're looking at 4,000 arena tickets. Oh, not this one. One of these little guys. Not this guy either. Am I going crazy, or? I thought it was one of these guys. Oh no! Forgive me. It is arena tickets that you buy it for, but the guy that vends it is actually in the pet pavilion for some reason. Because you know all the millions of people who still do ranked PvP pet derbies. He's right over here, Sir Nigel Higginbottom, and it's the top one. Participation trophy, 800, and you can see where I'm sitting right now. Not enough arena tickets, but that's one way to do it. Another way is to do the daily assignments, which will just be a slow grind. The guy for that is in Ravenwood, right at the entrance, or you can just go to one of these every day and get your assignment.
Is to get a
and every 5 days you have a chance of getting it in a chest.
Good luck.
So there's that, and also you'll get all the other bonuses. These arena tickets I've already gotten gold, which doesn't really matter at this point. And then crowns, but it's minor. I think it's like 30, 40, 50. But the chests are the ones you'll be wanting to get. Let's see what's next. We've done Shocked Key, Wand, Ore, Ink. Perfect Ruby you can just buy, it's not a big deal. And Meteor Strike you can just buy, it's not a big deal. Participation Trophy will be a slow grind. Either you'll have to PvP a lot or do the daily assignments. And then Shining Scales, you can get them from chests, fishing chests, and I think Elephant Graveyard in Zafaria is probably the easiest place to go to get that. Other than that, I would suggest you, it's a lot of work, but I would suggest you go through it all because it is very good wand. Let's compare it to other ones. Staff of Malastaire's Frenzy, and I just have, currently on this wizard, I only have the legendary crafted, and you can see how much better that is compared to the Darkmoor wand. You lose 4 pierce and block, but you get a lot more critical and you get 20 damage, which is very good. I'm a big fan of. And also for the 110 wand that drops after you fight the rat, you can get 1 more damage and a lot more critical. Well, a little bit less critical actually. I misspoke. I was looking at the pip conversion. You get pip conversion in these new wands, but it's a little bit less critical, but you get 5 pierce. So I think it's a good alternative. And then also it's a step up whenever you go from legendary to revered, as you can see above, and you get 2 square sockets in the revered one. It basically just makes everything a little bit better compared to the legendary, but they didn't really throw in any more useful stats. They added 5% fishing luck and 11 energy, which I guess is kind of useful if you're going to garden or train a pet or anything like that, or fish. But I think they're pushing fishing a little bit too hard in a crafting gear wand. But other than that, I would suggest you go through all this. It'd be a headache. Come here, boy. Come here. Good boy. It's a headache, but it'll be worth it. And that's really all I have to say. Good luck, and hope you get good drops.